Hello, welcome to my 2023 sketchbook tour. I've never done a video like this before, but I have partially completed a little one and a big one, and then I have a bunch on my iPad, so I thought I'd share both my traditional and digital sketches for the year. So I'll start off with the smallest one that has the least amount of progress in it. I used this sketchbook before for my for the 2020, I think, and I really liked it, so I was able to complete it. I tried to do a bigger one the next year and I wasn't able, so I went back to a small one again. But my friend got me the big one, so I've been trying to use that for her. So I started this one in November, but I didn't really complete it. This was the only thing that I did in November. I went to see the Spirited Away movie in theaters with my friend, and this has always been a favorite movie of mine. I watched it all the time when I was a kid, so it was really exciting to see it in theaters again, like I did when I was a kid. I put these little stars. They're kind of iridescent and glittery. This one, just a little ghost cat. My friend made a stamp of a Comey drawing that I did, so I just used the stamp. I was trying to think of Genshin Impact, like pins or stickers or something here. I was gonna make a bunch of Raiden ones to go here, but I never came back to it. This is when I was replaying Nier. I just got really into it, and I love the dynamic between Operator 6.0 and 2B. She's just really cute, and when she was gossiping to 2B and making her nervous, I just thought it was cute. It's Ito that I drew for my friend. I really don't like how he looks. I need to get better at drawing men. And then I was trying to figure out style and proportions. I got really into Deltarune, so I drew Chris. And that is it in this sketchbook. So hopefully in 2024 I'll be able to finish this one. Okay, next we have this really big sketchbook. I originally got this smaller one because I've used it before, and my friend got me this one as a Christmas gift, so I didn't want to hurt her feelings and not use it, so I started using this one, and I actually really like how big it is. So I started this in July. So this is from July 11th. I was studying the proportions of an artist that I really like. They're called Kakusu-san-kaku. They're on Twitter. I was just redrawing some of their poses, and then I tried my own in their style, or like with the proportions from reference photos of people. Earlier this year I got really super into Deltarune, and I drew a task manager on, I have a speed paint of it up on my channel also. It's a digital one. It was this, I turned this side into digital. It's actually available as a poster because I made it really huge. I've never drawn anything so big before. But it was really fun. It took a long time. My friend actually made the music to go with the video that I did for the speed paint, so that was really fun. Kiki. There's gonna be a lot of Deltarune in here. This one I was just practicing drawing hair, because I feel like I kind of forgot how to draw people. I stopped doing art for a while. I got really unmotivated earlier this year. And then this was just a pose reference that I was drawing, and excuse me. Something I do a lot is I cover up mistakes with sticky notes, like a lot of sketchbook tours, and my friend got me these calico sticky notes from Japan, and so I thought it would be fun if everyone who got that got cat ears. So there are a lot of a lot of characters in here that aren't supposed to have cat ears, that just have them like it's kind of like a dunce cap of the sketchbook in this one. I just thought it was a cute idea. It's a bunch of Azrael from Undertale, because I got really into the game and I just had a song from The Wizard of Oz stuck in my head. This, I don't think this came out very well. This gold is very poorly rendered. I think I should get a different reference, but I had a lot of fun with this one. I put like these glittery not stickers, confetti. Yeah, I think it's like confetti on it. I just thought it was really fun. And that Wizard of Oz song was stuck in my head still, so I drew a bunch of poppies since they're a big part of the movie. I was doing another artist study here of Blue Pixel. I really like their expressions, so I was just studying that, and I decided to make them all power because I originally drew this and I was going to make a big spread of power, and then I never came back and did more poses, and I messed up her arm and hand, so she also got the cat ear treatment. Okay, this is 2 more art studies. I was trying to relearn how to draw faces. Basically, I got really unconfident with my style. I kind of feel like I lost my sense of art style, but I remember one artist I used to really like was called Lali. Yeah, she doesn't really post on Instagram anymore that I've seen, but I liked how she drew Spinel a lot, so I drew those faces. And then Yukiku is another artist. More cat ears. More Deltarune. This is all a bunch of Chris. Just doodling it by myself for fun. Some space cats. This was some ideas I was gonna do for Halloween, but I was super busy. Here I was just trying out gouache because I just got some, and I just wanted to see how they blended. I ended up getting the wrong kind of pink, so it turned out really purple, and I had to wait to get the right shade of pink. This one was a bunch of nightmares that I kept having. Earlier this year I started medication, and it gave me like a lot of nightmares, and I experienced sleep paralysis for the first time. So like I couldn't open my eyes or wake up or move, and it was really terrifying. It's not as frequent anymore, but it's super scary when it happens. More Deltarune. It's a bunch of Ralse. There's a little bit of characters that aren't Ralse. I drew these doodles like thumbnails while I was at work, because I really want to make like an animation for it. I haven't learned how to do that yet, but I still really want to, so hopefully I'll have time and I can learn how and get my vision for it. I also got really into Cult of the Lamb. This spread is like really empty to me. I had wanted to like fill more of this white space, but I couldn't really think of anything, and the way I laid it out didn't really leave me like good spaces. But I actually was surprised that I liked this game so much, because I don't normally like base building games, but the art of it and like the color palette is just really beautiful, so it really spoke to me, and I played it and I ended up really loving it. This was another one that I wished I could have filled out more of this white space. I was working on a work cosplay around Halloween because I was going to go to the Renaissance Fair with my friends. I ended up only wearing the cloak, but this is something that I watch every Halloween, so it was fall and I was in the Halloween mood. This one I was kind of just playing with highlighters and trying to be less afraid of making ugly art in my sketchbook, so I was just kind of drawing something totally outside of my comfort zone. They don't look perfect, but I do think that all together in this spread that they look really cute together, so I am actually happy with this spread. I am really unhappy with this spread. It was really boring to me. I really had no idea what to draw, so I did some like poses, and then it just looked really boring, so I colored it with a gradient, and didn't make it as interesting as I thought it would. I'm not a fan of that one. These are some of my OCs. I was going to put some text here. I don't like how they look here, their style. I was still not feeling good about drawing faces, and that's why I never came back to it. Here's just a bunch of like Halloween puns I was trying to come up with for canned cat food, because I had some Halloween ideas I also ran out of time to do. I was trying out my gouache for the first time here, and this is when I realized that the pink that I got was totally not the right color. I mean, that's purple. and was too frustrated by the time I came back to come back and finish this because it's totally not what I wanted. It's really difficult to like see what anything is in this one because I was mostly just going for like the energy of poses. The right page got a little hard to see because I used alcohol-based marker on the next page, so that did kind of make it get lost in the different colors, but I was mostly just going for like not really gesture drawing, but like the gesture and like the energy of it. I just was trying to create something really energetic because I had a song stuck in my head, and I was just trying to recreate like the energy that I felt listening to it. This is just the doll from Bloodborne. When I was in Japan, I got this figure of the plain doll from Bloodborne, so I drew her here because I just think she's so cute. She's actually not my favorite character. Lady Maria is my favorite character, but the doll's based off of Lady Maria, and I won't go into a whole rant about Bloodborne, but it's definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I was just drawing one of my OCs for the first time since high school. This is just a little character that I made up in high school, and I thought I would draw them. Just some different like emotions, just for fun, just self-indulgent. I was watching Ratatouille with my friend while I drew these. I don't think it came out good. I really hate this one. And the ice cream, but I think that the food and the egg turned out okay. I don't know. I was just bored and filling up, just moving my hand while watching the movie. This one I drew, so again I was feeling uninspired. I didn't know what to draw, but I had the motivation without the inspiration, so I asked some of my friends what to draw, and the first person who responded said to draw their cat, Evie. So I drew their cat as like a cute little cat girl. So of course I had to draw my Kiki as well as a cute little cat girl, and then I just wanted to fill this with personified cat drawings, so I asked a bunch more of my friends for like what they thought their cat would wear, like based on their personalities, and just kind of gave them a cute little outfit. I definitely think that Vivi, the original one, turned out the best. I might want to like, I don't know, turn her into a sticker or something. I just think her proportions came out the best. Here I was doing some thumbnailing for a painting that I haven't finished yet. I ended up not liking the color of the raincoat that I went with. It showed up really red once I started painting, so I'm gonna have to revisit it and color it again, but I was just kind of trying to get the pose down and then the colors, and then I just wanted to fill this with something else cat related and glue like hydrangeas. They're just kind of silly little sticker ideas. Here is some more Undertale stuff. I did this with acrylic paint just for fun. I also got really back into Overwatch this year, and I unlocked Kiriko and had a fun time. I played her a whole lot. She's super cute, so I started drawing her in here, and I turned this one digital. I haven't finished it yet, so we'll see this one in a like digital sketch version in the iPad once I get to the digital sketchbook portion. Here is some more Deltarune, because I love Ralse and Deltarune. It's Christmas recently, so I was in a Christmassy spirit and drew them. Drew Noelle and Ralse with cookies. I just thought they would look really cute. And that is all I have so far in here. It's a really big sketchbook. I have only completed this much of it, so definitely got a long way to go, so we'll see this one again for sure. Okay, so for the digital sketchbook, I got this iPad back in June, near the end of June, or actually I think it was the beginning. I got it because I went to Japan this summer and I really wanted to be able to do digital art on the plane ride over because I knew it was going to be a really long one. So I'll just start at like the oldest stuff and then go up to the top. So in June I did I turned my Instagram feed to try and look like a pride flag. I ended up being super dissatisfied with how it looked. I really did not have a good time with this project. I felt really like constricted in the way I felt like I couldn't use colors like once I started the style because I wanted them all to look the same, and that's just not really how I've ever done art before, and I decided I just like having a really varied look. Not really because I like the look of it, but just because it's more fun that way to draw, and I was really struggling to keep my motivation with this, and I started getting pretty lazy about them. Okay. So here is the first of the pride drawings. I did post this one, but I didn't use it as the cover. I thought I was ashamed not to share it, even though I decided to go with like a more simple style for everything. So here she is again. This is the one on the cover. It's Homura from Madoka Magica. Blair. I was just trying to think of characters who were the color of the background. I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly. Reze. Got Miku. I did actually want to come back and draw her as more of a finished version in this because I kind of liked her pose, but then I wasn't feeling it. Here's the Lapis. Got Finn from Adventure Time. Peridot. Ralsei. This is probably my worst Ralsei drawing. I'm sorry, Ralsei. Here is a green character. Yellow. I actually think Zenitsu turned out pretty cute. I really didn't want to draw him because I don't super love him as a character. He's really annoying, but he actually looks pretty cute here, I think. Somebody suggested I draw Garfield, and I couldn't think of 3 different orange characters, so I was like, yeah, okay, why not? For fun, I'll draw Garfield. I think he looks cute. This one is from an anime called Eureka 7. I saw it a really long time ago, like in high school. I actually never finished it, so maybe one day I'll go back and rewatch that. Tracer. This was actually before I started getting back into Overwatch. I still just have always liked it. I just stopped playing it because I didn't have any friends to play it with, because they all moved on to other games. And then solo queue is not very fun. So. Your Forger. We got Makima, Marceline. I did want to revisit this one again, kind of make her better and more of like a finished illustration. I watched Mononoke. I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to practice drawing Min. I don't think this looks great, and I lost motivation on it, so that's why I never came back to finish this one. This was just an idea. I was going to practice drawing some of these. I drew this one while I was in Japan. It was a rainy day and we took a walk around Kyoto. There were a bunch of hydrangeas blooming. This is one of my newer OCs. She's kind of based after the real Kiki, like a cat girl version of her. Calico cat girl, which that would be very cute. It was super hot and humid in Kyoto. Especially when it was raining. We were all sweating buckets, but it was really beautiful and serene there. This was another day in Japan that I was gonna draw just like this, but I got busy there. Didn't have as much downtime after this day, but we all rented yukatas, and then we went to a bamboo forest and then to a temple as well. It was really beautiful and serene, and it was also rainy again. Here I was just practicing using some Procreate features to see if I could do painting. Digital painting is something I've always wanted to try to do, and I don't know how to do it. I get frustrated when I don't have my line art, and then I give up on things like this beach. I was really struggling to find my style still with this one. This is Princess Ozma, my namesake character. I did not come back and finish her because, again, I was trying painting. I was trying to do a different face style than usual, and there was too many different things at once that I just couldn't stick with it. Here is, I thought this one was really cute. It's just Power and her cat Meowie, or Nyanko. I used a reference of me and Kiki. I did have to make it up a little bit because Kiki actually is super good at avoiding kisses. She dodges them, so I did not actually kiss her face like this, but I think it turned out really cute. Here is just a pose that I never came back to finish. It was going to be a character from Scissor 7, Miss Plum. Another painting that I never came back. I was wanting to draw something simple and cute, like a little fairy Shiba on a mushroom, because I saw a picture of a dog sitting like in perspective with like a mushroom was in the foreground and the dog was in the background, so it kind of looked like he was sitting on it, so I was going to turn him into a fairy. It was going to be simple and cute, but again, I didn't do line art and I lost my motivation for it because it's too frustrating to color without line art. Here is, I was trying to practice more crisp drawings with proportions from an artist that I liked. I was trying. Here I just wanted to experiment with some coloring techniques. Obviously I did not get very far. Here's Homura. I actually drew this a couple years ago. I never finished it. It was on PC. I put it on here just to try and, again, do more painting. Didn't finish it. Didn't work out. Here I was also practicing painting. I drew one lips. I think they look really fuzzy and not so good. I don't know what it is. Digital painting, it just eludes me. Again, more painting, trying to paint. It looks so fuzzy and ugly, and it just, so frustrating. Here, again, this was sort of painting, and I think that they looked really cute. This was back when I was getting super into Cult of the Lamb. It's just really cute. This was actually before I played the game, but I really wanted to draw it because I really like the art style. I think I played like maybe the very beginning, and that's why I knew this pose, but otherwise I had not actually like fully played the game yet. I wasn't like in there yet. This is just a patch that I made for a cosplay. Here is Lynette from Genshin Impact. I haven't played that game in forever, but she's super cute. I am a sucker for cat girls. I never came back and finished this. I did want this to be like a completed sketch, kind of like one of the other drawings that I did on my Instagram. The inside cat one, because I thought it was really cute. But it just didn't have the same, I don't know, like vibes. So I moved on. Here, again, more old drawings, and I was just practicing coloring. This Komi, I drew her earlier this year. She didn't look like this. I was just trying to practice using like a limited color palette, so I took this limited color palette that I made and tried to color her with only things from there. Here's 2B. I was trying to paint her again. Really, here I did a little bit more rendering. Not good with painting. Got frustrated. Quit. I'm a line art girly. Here I have an online friend that I play Overwatch with, and she has a cat named Kiki. So I drew her cat Kiki. She actually only has 3 legs, so she is missing the bottom one on purpose. Here are some pixel cats that I drew. I'm not sure how to zoom in, but I made a pixel brush. They're space cats. It's incomplete. Here's an incomplete made Komi. Here I was gonna make like an icon for my friend who is a Twitch streamer. She wanted to have like an animated avatar. I never finished it. I'm so sorry, Rose. Here's the inside cat one that I was talking about with Lynette. Yeah, it didn't work out, but that's okay. I thought this one was cute. I made this one my icon for a while. Here are just some poses that I was sketching out in case I ever had some characters and inspiration, but or motivation, but no inspiration later on. I wanted to practice drawing rooms, so I was looking at some liminal spaces. I honestly don't think you can even tell what these are. I was trying painting again. Digital painting. Here this was after I watched the final season of Disenchantment, which came out earlier this year, a couple months ago. So this was going to be Good Bean and Bad Bean fighting, and I never finished it. Fiona and Cake. I watched this every week when it came out. It was such a good show. You have to watch it. You have to see the main show you have to see the main series of Adventure Time before you can watch it, because it is pretty you know, based on, it's pretty plot heavy based on the main series, but I was just using kind of like a color shifting brush. I went with a really blue one for Fiona and a red one for Cake, so they would be warm and cool. Just doodles. This was after I watched the whole series. I just really liked the imagery with the halo behind Simon's head, and I loved the finale. I wanted to do like a poster of Fiona. I actually did start it. Haven't finished it yet because I have to draw the buildings, and drawing buildings I'm not very strong at. So we'll get there though. Here is a bunch of aquarium gravel that I drew to try and make a little animation for a reel that was trending. It did not get much attention, but that's okay. And here's, I was gonna draw the cat, but I just used the video of the cat instead. Here's just a little shy cat girl that I didn't come back and finish, and here was a witch version that I was gonna do, also didn't finish. Here's a spooky nurse lady, also not finished. This was gonna be a painting, but look again. But once again, I cannot paint, so I gave up. Little Halloween goat holding a pumpkin. I just thought he was cute. I was gonna put him kind of in here with like a pumpkin patch or something in the background, and I wanted it to be really harvesty and cute and cozy, but this is a sticker I was trying to draw. Didn't finish it. This is just a space cat kind of from my sketchbook that I was going to turn into a sticker, and then it didn't look quite as charming as it did on paper, so I did not stick with it. Ronnie the Witch. Here, just practicing rendering hair. I'm going to come back and draw more hair, but I was trying to use reference Vicky Sai's drawings for this because I love the way she renders hair. So this was one of her, like, Overwatch. She drew Mercy with long hair, so I just thought it was really pretty, and I'm gonna come back and try and do others. This was the canned cat food Halloween puns from the sketchbook, also incomplete. This was just for cosplay planning. And here's Kittyco from the sketchbook. I was trying, again, painting, trying to kind of render this one in like a sketchy but also painting kind of way like Vicky Sai. It does not look like Vicky Sai's art at all. So I do want to come back and finish this one because I think it's really cute. I'd like to make it into a print or like stickers or something, so I'll definitely finish this one this coming year. Here's a Christmas Mercy. I was in Orlando when I drew this and I was super busy, so I didn't have time to finish it, but it was going to be her reindeer skin and just like a hot cocoa. And I drew this for myself for my birthday, which was a few days ago. I drew myself looking really tired and kind of scrunkly because that's how I feel. I just barely pulled through. I never posted it. I rewatched Arcane over Christmas because I was at my parents' house and super bored. Trying painting again. Super ugly. Tried painting again. This one is much better, but it's still, like, I don't know how to render the hair very nicely. Like, I can't, I don't know. I get so stuck trying to render and make it look nice. And, like, this one definitely looks much better than this. This was the first attempt. So ugly. The proportions are much better here. The colors are better. But I have a long way to go for rendering and digital painting and all that. And then this is just some kind of Art Nouveau layouts that I was practicing thumbnailing, and that is all we've got. I also have a bunch of Deltarune sketches that I actually have a separate folder for just because I was drawing so many. This one isn't the sketch, this is actually the final drawing, but this is the task manager poster print that I made that we saw from the sketchbook. Here's a Ralsei. Another Ralsei. He's my favorite character. He's just such a little sweetie, so I just drew him a lot. Here's Chris. Not happy with this one. Not happy with how their face looks. This one is just a silly little comic that I drew. It got really popular on like Reddit and Twitter and stuff, so that's why I started posting my art on Twitter this year when I never did before, because I posted this. I just really wanted to get more reach because I wanted to find people to talk to about Deltarune, because I came to the fandom late and everyone's already talked about everything, so I'm kind of just by myself enjoying it since the last chapter came out so long ago. And here is Chris with Susie and Ralsei as kind of like the devil and angel on their shoulders. When they're on the acid tunnel of love ride, well, that's the song, but that part of the game when you get to the camera and you can choose like a rude gesture, Chris puts their hand on their hip, so I thought that would be really funny to draw. Not happy with the proportions in this one. I definitely have it more figured out now, but this is back from like the summer, I think. Here's another one. I think this one's pretty ugly. I just thought it was silly. It had we been given the chance or the option to give Susie the ribbon compared to Ralsei. Here's just a bunch of thumbnails of Chris. I did complete this one. I completed this heart one also. And this falling one. Oh, and the headband one also was the one that I didn't like very much. Here's some Ralsei thumbnails. I have not finished any of these, but I think this grass one with the flower crown is really cute. I'm not sure how to execute it better. Like, it looks really nice as a sketch. I did try to make it into a drawing, like a more complete illustration, but I couldn't quite figure it out yet, so we'll probably revisit it this coming year. There's just some others. I was thumbnailing Task Manager. I do my thumbnails really small because it's easier for me to draw tiny and then make it bigger once I kind of have like a rough idea of what I'm going for. So a lot of my sketches and thumbnails are really tiny. Like these two up here is for the Snowgrave route with Chris and Noelle. And I did end up turning one of these into a real drawing, but yeah, they kind of all start off really tiny. Here's Task Manager again, and Lancer. I don't know who those are. Oh, okay, this is a thumbnail. Oh, there's a glare. This is a thumbnail of all three of them with the heart in the background. That'd be cute. Here is Noelle. I wonder if I can do something about this glare. Okay. We're gonna be a little off center to avoid this glare. Here is Noelle from Deltarune. I just thought she looked really cute. I wanted to draw her messy hair. She's really precious. Here, I got tagged in Twitter to like post something that I draw as like of a character that I drew a bunch. It was like the first one, favorite one, and then recent one, and I picked this one as favorite just because I thought it was really cute. Here is a sticker that I made, sticker of Chris. Here's both of them. I was gonna come back and add Susie, but I don't like how Chris looks here. I was really struggling drawing people. I also struggle drawing Ralsei, but it's not quite the same. Like when I draw people, I feel really unconfident, but for Ralsei, he looks different every time. Not because I feel unconfident, I just can't decide how I think he should look in my style, like what my style is. So I still think he looks cute. Yeah, I just can't decide on how I think he looks. So I thought this one, I don't like the face on this one, but I like the pose that I did here with Chris and like the clouds, so I did post this without this version. Here is a thumbnail. I didn't finish this one. I actually just started over completely because I was struggling with the pose here. It's really stiff and ugly, and the legs are too long, and the like anatomy is just totally off. Here's where I tried to do a more complete version of the Ralsei with the flower crown, but I don't know if I like how it looks. So I don't know. I might come back to this one. I might just start over again completely. Here, I guess I would consider this painting because I didn't sketch it out and then outline it like normal. I kind of like just colored in and cleaned up stuff, so that's why the lines look like this. But this shy Ralsei just looks so cute. I actually turned him into stickers to give out at conventions, so I have a bunch of those if you ever see me. This one, I guess it's sort of a sketch in that I didn't do really nice line art. I didn't make sure it was like perfect and had good line weight and anything, and like make sure every stroke was perfect like I normally do. Normally I spend a really long time on line art, but this one I just wanted to do it to like make art fast and just get the idea out, and it was just for fun, so it didn't have to be perfect and complete or anything, and you can't really even tell that the line quality is not super great. I mean, if you zoom in, I know that it's not perfect, but I'm really happy with this one, and then the other ones that are really similar to it. Like this one, this is the thumbnail that I started over completely. Here is the first version I did of Snowgrave Route, and I ended up going with a different angle because I realized in this one it would have covered their faces, this snow glow whatever. Here's a sad comic that I made of Ralse. It was just a sad dream that I had once about him for some reason, so I drew it. People did not like this one. A lot of people were very sad about this one. And then here's the final Chris that I did in that style. Here's Muffet, I was practicing painting. Here is Chris again. I was gonna do the same style again. I did not finish this one. I was going through a really difficult time when I started this one, so I lost motivation. Here is the Muffet sketch. Here's another attempt at a painting. I thought it was gonna be really cute and autumnal. It's gonna have a lantern. I'm not a painter. Here is a Ralse sticker. These are some Noel thumbnails for Christmas. This is from my sketchbook. I am working on making a digital version. Here is the first attempt at making Christmas Deltarune art. Ralse looks totally wrong in this, but I kept the idea of the dummy as a Christmas tree, and I drew this one. It's so cozy. It was just really fun to draw it. Kept me occupied on the plane. This one I finished. This was one of the Chris thumbnails, and that is everything. So, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this one, I do have some older sketchbooks I could go through if that's something anyone would be interested in. I'll definitely be embarrassed to show them because they're older and I was not as good at art, especially not traditional art, but I will do it if that's something anybody is interested in seeing. So thank you, and I will come back soon with another video. Alright, bye!